All right, so we're back. We're back with part 2 of this video. So let's keep it going. All right,
Hate that game.
I loved it. I loved it. I can't wait to play it. I'm gonna make you play it too. Okay.
Cannot wait to see the same fate as the Black for Blood. Hopefully, like Concord. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
we'll see. All right, this is a one of those over the head type of death by scrolling. Okay.
Nintendo games. Yep.
Yeah, one of those back in the day games. There's a fan base to this, so I'm not gonna knock it. There's a fan base. There's a lot of people that like these kind of games, and they love them, so they'll
A
buy
lot of
them. They'll
women
buy 'em.
there, that
Indie
have nothing to
games,
do, and yeah.
whatever. Okay, so let's move on to this. If you like those games, look them up. Look them up. Let's keep it moving to the next thing. Let me see which one's this one.
Where's the pretty games? Oh, this is I didn't understand. It's like anime style type game, maybe.
Oh yeah, I didn't see this.
Some kind of a story anime game.
I didn't see this trailer. I'm watching it right now with you, so that's why I'm not talking about it so much.
Might be actually similar to Alan Wake, probably.
Oh yeah, I gotta do it. Oh yeah, Alan Wake 2 is on my backlog list, so I gotta get on that. I didn't play Alan Wake 1. I'm just gonna dive into Alan Wake 2. Okay, this looks pretty interesting.
Well,
this is a handheld game.
Yeah, never mind.
Pretty handheld. Okay, it's a handheld type of game. I'll play that. I'll check it out, maybe. So let's move on. What's the next thing?
Switch title.
Okay, Expedition 33. They got a little song. That song is probably gonna win something, man. Cause, okay. It was a good song. The French did a good job. Very good job.
Great song.
Yeah. Okay. This game, Silent Hill F, I'm in. It's gonna be scary as hell. I'm still on waiting for a sale for the Silent Hill, the last one that just came out, Silent Hill 2, the remake. So I'm waiting for a sale on that one. Once that one hits sale, I'm gonna jump in. That's also in my backlog, and I'm hoping that I can play that, finish it before this one comes in. Because I told you I'm a big Resident Evil fan, and Silent Hill is like their competition, right? So I love Resident Evil. When I was a kid, I used to just forget about. I used to I'm not gonna play the rival game because Resident Evil. I gotta be loyal to Resident Evil. And then I'm like, as I got older, I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell are you talking about? Like you like horror, period. So this is one of the games. If you like Resident Evil, you'll love these type of games. So Silent Hill, I gotta get on that. So I'm gonna be a newbie to the franchise. You ever played any of these games?
Yes. I don't think so. Yeah. So, but wow, what can I say about it is that PT, that little demo that they made, died for this. Because the game that PT was a demo for were the Silent Hills rather. Yeah. Or interestingly or ironically enough, you can call it Silent Hill S. Yeah. And what we have now is Silent Hill F. And what does FF stands for? What do you do when you say F? You pay respect. And I'm not saying that this game is gonna catch a couple of Fs out there, but it looks nothing about this game except the fucking gameplay with the freeze stop freeze animation. Everything besides that looks great. The character is surprisingly not ugly. Like most of those games. They've somehow managed to find a not the worst looking female on this entire planet and put her as a main character. And I can commend them.
I didn't
for that.
I didn't see this trailer at all. I didn't check it out because I was like, okay, they're showing too much of Silent Hill, and I just want to be a little bit more surprised, So that's why I'm trying to stay away from trailers. Trailers has been so bad. Oh my god, stop showing so much of whatever that it is with movies, TV shows, trailers have just been like showing way too much, and they show so much that you feel like you already seen the whole thing. You know, like you already saw everything. Like so, I'm like I try to stay away. I watch one maybe two trailers per movie or game, and then I'm like, okay, stop. That's it. You know, I'll watch the cinematic. This is the cinematic. It showed a little bit of gameplay there, but let's see. I'm into it. I'm into it, and I will pick it up. Maybe not day one because of my backlog, and I also want to finish Silent Hill 2 remake. So I'll pick it up like when it's on sale, and I'll leave it in my backlog until I'm ready to ready to play it.
The
And
backlog.
yeah, the backlog. But yeah, this game right here though, man, Chronos: The New Dawn. I'm in. Day one is coming out like in 2 weeks, bro. I'm so in to this game. I also another game that I've seen already too much of. I don't want to watch a lot of trailers. I watch it here with you, with you guys, but I don't want to see any more of this game. I just want to play it now. And I want to be surprised. I don't want to see everything that they're gonna show here. They're gonna show in the game, and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I saw that in the trailer. So it looks extremely interesting, and I'm up for it, man. I want to play this. I'm just gonna go quickly and press play on our music. So if you see anything, there you go. All right. What do you think about this game?
Blobber Team, is that the guys who made the recent remake of the Silent Hill? Yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
so
really sure about this game because
it looks awesome,
what?
bro. Awesome. Oh, so that's why
Yeah,
it got so much similarities. I didn't even know that, man. That is the ones that made the remake of Dead Space. Look at this, man.
Silent
That's
Hill,
cool.
right? And speaking of Dead Space, there was a game that released a couple of years back called Callisto Project, which was an absolute failure. But it
Yeah,
was
I
tried
did
to
want to
replicate
play
the
that though. Yeah, I did want to play that. I heard people didn't like it so much, but the visuals were really good. The jump scares and everything was pretty cool. But this game right here, man, I'm in on this game. I think this is the next purchase for me. Comes out the first week of
yeah. I
September, I
suppose
think.
they
Hmm.
tried to replicate the feeling of Dead Space, but I don't think any modern game can really replicate. Is that the Silent Hill guy again? Yeah, I'm sure they have since they worked on a Silent Hill, they you know amassed a lot of ideas in a game design on how to make their own game, but little
Yeah.
sci-fi, I'll tell you this much that when you see a sci-fi anything, any notions of sci-fi in any game or media, you really should step back a bit and think twice about what you really how good the product here is, because 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be pretty bad. So I'm not excited about this game at all, unlike Raf here. And so
I'm definitely
uh, you
excited. I
know
want to,
uh
because I didn't even play Dead Space. To say the truth, that's another. I played Dead Space 1 way back in the days when I was younger, but I didn't finish it. I just picked it up, played a little bit of it, and I was like, okay, that's it. I think I rented it.
I
Um,
might have played actually. Actually played it before the first two. Probably one of them played, but I did watch a lot of videos about it. And thinking that with that game is its atmosphere. It's
yeah,
very dark, and I even want to say I said that none of the games like Dead Space will be made. It's not possible basically made them in this day and age because of the visual techniques that they use in those games, because back in the day, as much as things might have been limited because of those things like shadows, again, the play of light and stuff, and Dead Space, most of its atmosphere were coming from very harsh lighting that they use that currently is not basically is not preferable. I guess it's not an industry. It's seen as a relic of an old past, but now a lighting is more diffused. It's very soft, no hard shadows. None of that, which gives a lot of atmosphere and a lot of which builds a lot of tension, which basically was I believe what was Dead Space was praised for, and none of the modern games have that or can have that because of the techniques, like the great topic of Unreal Engine 5 and what it brought to the gaming industry in general. Basically,
Very
that
interesting. Very
nothing really,
interesting. Look
nothing
at
really
this.
good.
It says Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, Epic Game Store, uh, Switch 2. Switch 2. Okay, and then God,
Switch to definitely,
that's on day
and
one.
then whatever
On
else.
day one. On day one. It's not gonna be delayed or anything. It's another game coming to the Switch that you can take on the go. So I'm
Not
well. If I didn't
it's not
have
delayed, at least not for this day.
no, because the games the games that are being announced like there's been going on lately with Nintendo, they've been getting delayed. They not delayed, more like oh they're coming to the Switch like we just saw, coming to the Switch next year, coming to the Switch next year, and I'm like what's going on? Why they can't just come to the Switch now? So I'm like the Switch is ready for all these games. It's more powerful now, so I'm excited that they're gonna
The
get it
games
as
are
well.
not ready.
Game no, the games are ready. Some of the games aren't. So, but this game is ready to go, and you've seen the visuals on this one, so it looks really good. I'm torn now whether I want to pick it up on the Switch or the Steam Deck, Steam store. So because I can take my Steam Deck on the go as well and continue playing it there. So I'm gonna have to make a decision. Most likely, I'm gonna go with Steam because I really want to keep my Nintendo thing with Nintendo games. I don't really want to play third party games there. But if I catch it on a sale or if it looks dirt or it's dirt cheap, I'll probably pick it up. Maybe. It's gonna be hard because I love my Steam Deck. So but let's see.
You sleep with it, yes.
Okay. All right. So this I'm a vampire fan. You know me. Well, I'm a horror fan in general. So you know me. It
Oof.
looks very, very interesting. It looks very, very interesting. Bloodlines. I never played the first one. But this looks very interesting. The thing that I don't like about it is what probably you like about it, which is the first person view. I don't like that. But other than that, uh, I'm a horror fan, man. I just want to play it because it's vampires and it's a horror game. Um,
You're
and
right. It is a horror game because how bad it looks, really, it's definitely a horror. And considering how many women I see on the screen, I'm sure it's going to be a very lesbian focused experience, and that's definitely a horror to me, Raphael. I'll tell you that much.
oh man,
Because
you had
the
to go there.
animations,
You
uh,
had to go there.
well,
Anyways, it looks
you
pretty
know,
good.
some
I'll probably, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know because it does give
presented to
me.
you by a woman.
It looks like it looks like it looks like Indiana Jones ish. Like how Indiana Jones does it does more than other first person shooters with their guns. That's what I like about Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones like okay, we're first person view, and we're gonna show you what we can do with this compared to like first person shooters. They're just like focus on the gun. I'm gonna do the thing with the gun. Gun. Look at my gun. Look at my gun. That's why I don't like that first person crap. But this looks like they're adding to the first person view experience where you do like magic with
Well,
your
Ralphie,
hands and all
I'm
that
sure
other
you're not.
stuff.
I'm sure.
So looks good.
I'm sure. I'm sure you're not familiar with the franchise, but back in the day, at least the old games of Vampire, I guess, what was it
Yeah,
Vampire Masquerade? I guess that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
franchise. Were considered to be a golden classics, and clearly, and a couple of I think games of that franchise were released recently, and one of them I think were live service that, if I'm not mistaken, recently were closed down because how successful it was, I guess, as usual. And I think here what they try to do again, I guess, try to replicate that feeling of the old game. But yes, I
Yeah.
don't think that that is ever gonna
It's
happen,
been delayed a
especially
lot
considering.
too. It's been delayed a lot. So
Well,
that
yeah. Well, when things are delayed like that, usually they're not delayed. They in a state what they call it development hell, and where what that state entails is that whoever people who made it, the investors, the bosses don't like the way it looks, don't like the way it, feels, I guess. Most of the time, the big guys, the investors probably, and the big bosses don't like how the game feels. And from what again, considering the how much time had passed, and this is the end result that they decided to go through with the style, the ideas here. as I said, considering from what we all seen there, you can very much say that it was by the highest branches of a management that decision was made to make this game. And if anything we learn from a modern gaming, these these couple of decades, is that when you let internal merchants to direct your game, nothing good is usually happen because of that.
Mm.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Let's go. Let's move on then. Next one. Well said. Well said. What is this? I don't remember. It's probably like a survival.
Player built
Survivor
by Immortalir.
is one of those.
Oh, that's a DLC for a game called Enshrouded, which is
Oh yeah,
a
didn't you play
game.
that? Enshrouded. Yep.
Yeah, it's like a console remake of a game called Valheim, which is considered to be probably at this point golden classics, honestly, because how good the game is.
Yeah, yeah.
This is more of a fancier, I remember the Western version of that game where where people who are really opposed to graphics like Rafi here, would find this more enjoyable.
Yeah, I won't play it unless I have people playing with me. But yeah, it looks very interesting. Yeah, that's what I always told you. That looks really good. But it's whatever. Let's see what's next. Oh, okay.
The
This game right here.
DLC.
So you know that I'm a huge fan of medieval anything, right? This game right here, the only reason I don't play this game, and I'm gonna tell you straight up and down right now, the only reason I don't play this game is because it's first person view. That's the only reason. So it did make or break for me. Like
And
I'm
it's also not the
so
easiest game to play.
yeah, I can play it, bro. If I wanted to, I can play it. It's fine. So you stop your crap. Um, Warhammer. I'm not really a big fan of Warhammer. I mean Warcraft. You're a fan of Warcraft? I like the movie. The movie was pretty cool.
No.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
appreciate for what it is, but I'm not really sure that the current Blizzard really can provide anything of value right now. You
Let's
know,
see. Well, let's go back to Kingdom Come. So yeah, that's the whole reason that I don't play this game. Like, bro, I would so play the shit out of this game because I love the timeline, the swords and everything, all of that. And I'm dying. I'm dying to play this game. If they just make a third person view, I would instantly pick it up, bro. Instantly. So, and I think they should because they already moved on. I mean, they made so much, of these games. It's definitely gonna get a nomination for Game of the Year, and it's also probably gonna get a sequel, most likely. So I think the next step for these guys is to do a third person view. That's what I think.
yeah, and I think that's the worst decision that you can ever make.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
game
yeah.
was
Because you're a
made.
fan of
w-
first person
One
view,
of
whatever.
one of the reasons why this game had succeeded is because of what's very intricate, and that's why I said you cannot play this game. It's a very intricate
No, no,
combat
no, no, no,
system
no.
with
They,
a
th- yeah, that's
multi-directional
one of
combat.
the combat is one of the things, but the real reason is because of how realistic it is in that setting. That's why people are like that game a lot because of the setting. All right,
Well,
that's
that is
it.
true. I
Yeah, the medieval. Whoever can capture the medieval the way they did, and mind you, I never played the first one, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna play the second one. Um, I don't think I don't think it's that easy to do. People try, but I don't think it's that easy to do. You know and I would love to be there in that world. I love that world. Almost all my shows are medieval, bro. So trust me, I'm dying to play that game. If it was third person, even better. But let's see.
well,
Maybe I'll catch it on a sale. Maybe.
yeah, the world that they build really is something else. I'm not gonna lie. Even I mean, I played it again, but I haven't finished because it is true that you'd wish for that world to be a little more fantastic than it really is because it was very realistically grounded in it. But yeah, the world itself that they build, the way it feels, because it was it's a very beautiful game and made a very it's a very immersive game also. Thanks to combat and the first person. They will wish to make it third person. They probably
Yeah,
They might as well, close the studio down, because well, at this point, what are they doing?
yeah. This one, Project Spectrum. Let's see. You heard about this one?
Oh, that's yes, that's the game that I mentioned that piqued my interest really out of all those games. That this is it looks like probably most promising game out of all that's been shown.
Hold on.
Very seems to be like what it reminds me of, like a very Resident Evil, the new Resident Evil of the
Yeah.
first person type inspired game. But if you were to play as the how do you call it, as the operative, because in Resident Evil you usually play as a main guy of some sort. You don't have all that advanced gears. And I think it was in Resident Evil 6 you got a glimpse of that, the, I guess, Umbrella Corporation or whatever, the
Yeah, yeah.
the the military guys, the
Oh,
the cool
guys,
guys,
this looks interesting.
that they still exist in that world. And this seems to be the game that kind of shows that perspective of what would happen if you get into this crazy nasty world, but as a
Yeah,
military
horror,
op.
horror is taking over, man. Horror is doing its thing, man. When it comes to games, I
Yeah.
remember back in the days, my one of my horror games were like one of the first horror games back in the days, besides Silent Hill and Resident Evil, was this game called Fear. This is way before your time, V. Um, and it was amazing.
No,
One
it,
of the
it
first
is
games.
it is
One of
quite on my time.
Yeah, whatever. It was one of those games that like people were afraid of buying, bro, because it was like so scary. And then like they would suggest, and I would definitely suggest it to my friends, to turn off all the lights, put up the volume at 100, and play that game like that, so you can get the full experience of Fear. Spawn 2 more sequels as well, so it's a very good franchise, and it's like that, just like this, right? This is the vibe that I'm getting, first person third shooter horror game. This game looks amazing. I'm sold already. I'll probably be picking it up. This looks really,
Yeah,
really
you're
good,
you're
man.
you're you're,
This
you're a
looks
pretty easy buy anyways.
Nah, I'm not a bit easy buy. Remember, I could always play things on Game Pass or just wait for a sale, but this looks pretty good. Let's see what they do,
Yeah,
because so far so good. I like this whole
yeah.
it looks like a Resident Evil, like you said, Resident Evil, which I am a fan of, and the horror aspect of it. I'm sold, man. When it comes to those two things, and like I said, medieval, I'm in, man. So let's see what
Yeah,
this looks
funny you
crazy.
mentioned Fear, because I was about to, give it an example together with the Dead Space games, where
Yeah,
in the horror, I guess, settings again, that there's a lot of shadows going on, and Fear was, famous for its hard shadows, and that's where most of its atmosphere and horror were coming from. But enough about that, I guess.
yeah, that was amazing, man. I got all three of them.
And also, right,
They don't have like
surprisingly,
they
look
didn't
at the
give a
main character too.
yeah.
Not the ugliest character, so chances are game's gonna be decent.
They
Simple
didn't
as that.
they didn't give they didn't give a release date to this. I'm sad. I'll look into it, see what they will come out. Did it say like add to wish list? It didn't say that either. Well, let's see. I'm in. I'm sold on that one. All right, Ghost of Yote. Let's skip this one. Nah.
Yeah,
uh,
speaking of ugly characters,
Ghost of Yote. I'm not really. Just a quick thing. I love Shadows, HD Shadows. Love the game. I think I'm good when it comes to samurai games right now. Um, maybe one day I'll pick this up. Maybe when it comes to PC, maybe on a sale or something like that. But right now, at this current moment, I'm into Shadows, AC Shadows, and I'm getting all my samurai fix with that game. So I'm good.
have you played the
This
first one?
Ghost of Tsushima, hell yeah, that was like the only samurai game at the time. So that's why I played it, and it was freaking amazing. I give it a 10 out of 10. The thing about this game is it's coming in off the heels of Assassin's Creed, which did pretty much everything that this game is doing now. I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not gonna say it looks it doesn't look good. It looks good. It looks interesting and everything. But it's just that my fix when it comes to samurai games is being fulfilled with Shadows right now. and I also have a backlog that I need to get to, so I'm not gonna be able to take my time to play this game right now. Maybe, like I said, when it goes on Steam, because I'm basically not playing on PlayStation anymore. I'm more in PC world now, and I'll just wait for a sale, wait for it to come to PC and everything. But this announcement right here, the reason that is very important, this announcement, because they've been showing 1,000 trailers of this game, is this right here, this part right here. Legends, 4-player multiplayer. So, Ghost of Tsushima, oh my favorite. Ghost of Tsushima had a multiplayer mode when it came it was called Legends, and basically four players, you create your samurai, and you go in there and they give you like task missions to do and stuff like that together. And then they have like the horde modes, so everybody got their swords and all that, and you play and you basically fight as a team. And it's amazing because everybody gets to pick their own like class and all of this. I'm hoping that they expand upon that they even said that it could have been its own game. Like they could have separated and just been its own game, because you don't even play with the main character in multiplayer. You just play with custom characters, and it was really really good. It was just very short, and it only had like 4 modes, and eventually it just got dull because it's like, oh, we already did all this. So it's like, you know what I mean. I think they should take that Helldivers dive to the multiplayer mode, PvE, and just go in. And I think it would succeed in that aspect for me. You never tried it, so yeah, Legends was amazing, and probably that's the most exciting thing that I've seen with that game. Today is when they announced that Legends mode that's coming, so I'm excited about that. Unlike The Last of Us, removing their multiplayer, which was really good too, but whatever, that's no here nor there. You got anything to say about
Last
that?
of Us, I think, released their special multiplayer game. Now that I think that's where their all focus is, instead of try to stitch together the single player experience and multiplayer one, they just separate it into completely different projects. But regardless, Ghost of Yotze, there's a lot of controversy about how the main character, how it was very agenda driven, I suppose proper way would be say. And if I'm not mistaken, but prove me if I'm wrong, but it seems like they did a little a little plastic surgery on that little character. But don't quote me on that. And another ironic thing is that a lot of views from that trailer showing how the character is putting a mask on, and a lot of cutscenes were with the character with the mask on, almost like they listen to the feedback, as they say.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's that. I just think that you're an idiot. I just think that the reason that because the samurai always puts the mask on, but she's not a samurai. Girls weren't allowed to be samurai.
She's
I don't
definitely
think
not.
girls were allowed to be samurais. I don't know. I gotta look more into it. I think they do, they don't, but I don't know. Whatever. I'm excited about that last part right there, the Legends. That's the only thing I'm excited about when it comes to that game, and hopefully I'll pick it up when it goes to PC. Yeah, let's move on to my favorite right here, Resident Evil Requiem. So this is
another
the next
lesbian game.
Yo, cut that out, bro. This is the next. The next sequel to Resident Evil, basically. Like it's supposed to be like 9 or whatever. I have not watched this trailer today. It's brand new. It's more of a cinematic, but they did show gameplay. I heard. So I don't know her story, her background, but I do know that she might bump into Leon, which is my favorite character from Resident Evil 4, because it's in that world. So this is more focusing on like first person view actually, but you can go into third person. So that's what I like about how Capcom does their thing. They're like, yeah, we know that people love the third person. So, and Resident Evil was made into the third person for first. Now people are now Capcom is adding first person view to the game. So because of the last two,
Seeing how good it
seven and
is.
eight, 7 and 8. What? No, I don't think so. I just think
Seeing
that
how good it is.
because it's more immersive and more scary. If you're in first person and like
Exactly.
they're gonna show. And this, I saw a little clip. I didn't see most of this stuff. So yeah, I'm extremely excited. This is a day one for me as well because of one of my favorite genres. I have all the Resident Evil games pretty much physical, so I'm a fan, big fan. Hopefully they don't mess it up, man. But which one the one I like? I didn't like 8 so much. 8 was cool, but it was like mad long and a lot of puzzles were like frustrating me. But I finished that game. 7 was pretty good, but like also first person view, as you can see right here. That's what I'm gonna start right now. So this is like pretty much number 9.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Resident Evil 32 was pretty decent, but I think on Resident Evil 21, they definitely come out with their own, you know.
What the hell are you talking about?
But yes, but yeah, you know, first person obviously, you know, a superior way to see, you know, get immersed and play the game.
You see how she
And it's
holds her
naturally,
flashlight to him and shaking, scared. That's what I'm talking about. It's pretty cool, like that. When it comes to that.
yeah, naturally,
Oof, that was
yes.
sick. That was sick.
And at this point, I think Leon in the Resident Evil, he's just like a, you know, little nostalgic reference. You know, like remember this guys, you
Yeah,
know, buy our game. He's there.
that's the man, bro. That's the man of all of them. All of them. Him and Chris. Other than that, like, and
Ju-
Jill's pretty
Just
awesome.
like a,
Jill's awesome too.
just like in the Call of Duty Black Ops, there was this guy that I don't remember his name.
Mesdat? I forgot his name too.
Yeah, since Call of
Something
Duty
like that.
Black Ops 1, yeah, Mendes or Mez.
Mendes, yeah.
Yeah, and they just putting him everywhere. They're like, remember this guy? He's coming back again for the 168th time from the grave on a wheelchair, but he's coming back. Pre-order now.
It's because of the story. They want to keep that one person at least there. So
They want to keep their Iron Man alive.
well, yeah. Let's see.
That's what
When
they
is this
do.
coming out? I don't even know when this is coming out. Oh, the Game Awards, December.
Oh,
We will be
your
doing a
favorite
reaction
game
video to
is.
that one as well. So stay tuned, guys, for that. If I don't kill V,
Rafa,
but
get excited because the last game is gonna be the best you're ever seen.
what's the last game?
Get hyped.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've seen this. So they're basically, people are saying that they're gonna start a franchise, basically. So this is the next installment, just like similar to Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yote. They're starting a franchise. I think they took a lot of influence. They definitely took a lot of influence from Assassin's Creed. So they want to do that, but they just, Assassin's Creed pops out one every year, where Ghost of Yote and Ghost of Tsushima, they took a little longer to make. But if you have teams always working around the clock, I think that they can pop out one every year as well. So this is what I guess these guys are doing as well right here. They're probably popping out one every like other year.
It's a Chinese game. You know, they have a lot of people. They can afford that. You know, after all, you know, they have the whole government worth of money to back them up. So good on them, I guess. But yeah, from all we see here is
Look at
just
that
a
title,
black
looks
myth
awesome.
Wukong, but in Irish. You notice that those Chinese men they're speaking Irish. That's
They
quite
are.
amusing, I'd say. Oh
They are.
yes.
Oh, I didn't.
Not so nationalistic anymore, I suppose. But yeah, game
The
looks
guys that are
exactly
doing
like
the.
the Black Myth Wukong.
You talking about the guys that do the voiceover for the
Yeah, I guess
game?
the trailer they showed. Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
they didn't show it in a original tongue, I
How do you
suppose.
how do you pronounce this right here? Black Myth Wukong. Zunk. But yeah,
Yes,
all right. So
I don't. Yeah.
that's pretty much the reaction. That's pretty much all the videos that they've shown, all the games that they're coming out with. Highlights for me are Resident Evil, the Chronos: The New Dawn. That's another highlight for me. Black Ops. I'm looking forward to that, playing with my friends. Hopefully you'll join me, V.
Hopefully.
That game what was the game that you showed me? Spectrum. What was that? Forgot the name of that.
Yeah,
That game.
Project something.
Project Spectrum. That looks pretty good. I want to play that. Like I said, it reminds me of Fear. I'm gonna look into it, see if I like it. I'll add that to my wish list as well. Any games that you're looking forward to in this whole
No,
thing?
of course, no,
Nothing
the
intrigue
West
you?
has fallen. No, as I said, except that one game, the Project or whatever. But if only it'd be a great game to watch it on a YouTube. But definitely, I ain't spending money for any of those games because
Alright.
I value my time and resources too. So, and I suggest you guys do that too.
No, guys, play your games. Don't listen to V. Yeah, do if you like the game, if you think it's gonna be good, do your research though, because yeah, games are getting expensive. So do your research, and if you really want to play that game, then go ahead and go for it. That's my suggestion. I don't know if you want to take V's. All right.
And know the fact that 30% of that revenue goes right back to international aid.
Whatever.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us in this reaction video. We'll be back soon, hopefully. And yeah, thanks for all the support. Subscribe. Give a like to the video. It helps the channel out. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. V.
See ya. Do not subscribe, by the way.